carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go. Ready?
They'll look to throw. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Ready? Ready, ready?
First carry now for Jaden Blue.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. Cut my team. Cut. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Working out of the gun is Milton. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, a give to Blue. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here's 3rd and 7.
70, 70. Buffalo 18.
From the gun, here's Milton. That is caught by the tight end, Jake Ferguson. Cowboys. That his first touchdown of the new year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, like it's their size, their catch radius, it's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 29-yard line.
Go, Riggs, go. Ready.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 40-yard line. That one good for 8 does it. And a very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready.
Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Panther 11, Panther 11, go!
He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. First and 10.
60 Maverick, 60. Let's go now. Panther 60.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. No chance at all. He'll go down. Micah Parsons. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Come on, 19 tight, 19, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Back to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Isaac Tesla was the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
Get it. Traffic. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now they'll set up to throw. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, Daniel Whelan is on to punt. Devontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. They'll start this on the ground with Blue. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's second down and 7. Throwing is Milton. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Now Milton. Left side, punt by Lamb. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
First down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
It's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And he will score. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Dallas.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively. Because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Now, faking the give. That's complete to the rookie out of Miami. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
Now Gibbs. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 15-yard line. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Now receiver coming around. He's got the pop pass. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Detroit. That is second TD catch of the season. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions are on the board. It's now 14-7. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
That's their own 32-yard line.
Check. Let's go now.
The drive starts with a carry by Blue. Yeah. Look at him go. 20, 15. And he will go all the way. Jaden Blue. Touchdown Cowboys. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Steve Maverick, Bronco.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Isaac to Slaw. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go. Go.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Lions 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 70 Lions. Ready.
Here's the toss as they look to run. Oh! And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. 19 more on that one. And another 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Looking from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. Down inside the 10.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Get it?
He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Ready? Ready, ready.
Third down, we'll try to get it on the ground. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop it for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On 4th down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, but you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On 1st down, here's Milton. He'll try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
So every team practices this on both sides of the ball. They call it sudden change. So in this case, the offense takes the field quickly following the defensive takeaway, and now you want to get off to a fast start, generate a quick play, and spark your possession, and it's exactly what they're able to do here, picking up that 1st down. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal.
Go.
They'll go with him again. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
The 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal.
7. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing on first and 10 is Milton. That one swung out to Blue. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half. And just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On the handoff, Blue. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Cowboys.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's complete to Blue. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 7. To throw, it's Milton. Now a screen set up for Blue. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
So on first and 10, here's Milton. Got his man at the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Dallas. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Come on, ready?
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot finish, and it's incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Second and 10.
Cougar 19!
From the gun, they'll try to run it. A big hole. Still on the move. And he is gone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for 2.
Lions will set up for the
Cowboy
2-point
80.
conversion.
They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
Lions 19.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Hey, check that. Ready, go.
On first down, here's Blue. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 29-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Trap 60.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Well, left side, caught by Ferguson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Third down, they need 5.
Mustang 19, 2. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Working out of the gun is Milton. This one down the field, but wind up incomplete.
I think the second that ball left his hand, he wanted to pull it immediately back. I mean, he is lucky, Mike. That ball didn't end up going the other way. He almost gifted them a short field and maybe even some points.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
18 Rattlers. Smash 69, 70 Timberwolves.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
Give him 14 on that play. 1 play, 1 first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Finding room across midfield. He will score. Touchdown, Lions. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
On the return, the Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Milton. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Cowboys.
From the gun, here's Milton. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Now timeout signal for until the break.
Hold the ready.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Milton. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ennis Rakestraw. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This officially a 58-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Lions get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
A give. Here comes Blue. And it's